On equality, placing the ball for Paul O'Donoghue to take the kick. Out to the far side of the field, Teddy Kearns. Teddy with it now. Teddy going up, soloing up along the far wing. He's made a good 30 yards. Sallying forth as an attacking defender, and what an attacker he is as he drops this one across the goal mouth, and McVeigh gets his fist to it, but just misses it to the left and wide. A lovely dropping ball, a good effort by McVeigh, but the ball went wide. Vincent Lynch, centre half back. Terry Kearns, centre field. That's the latest Meath switch. From the kick out, the ball breaks down. It comes to Tony Brennan. Meath attacking all the time now. Tony Brennan coming upfield. Left-footed curling shot that's curled right in, and it's curled to the right of the upright, and it's gone wide. A deceptive shot indeed. A lot of curl on it, maybe too much. There's a switch now in the Kerry team, with Liam Higgins coming out centre field. DJ Crowley going in full forward, a position he started his inter-county career with. And now it's Ollie Shanley. Ollie Shanley going up the field, forgetting the ball. Liam Higgins reminding him that he's forgotten something, and Ollie taking the reminder, going back and getting it, but losing ground as he slips, taking the kick, and comes into Mick O'Connell. Mick's kick is blocked down. Ball breaks loose. Ollie Shanley out there. So also is Eamon O'Donoghue. And it's Eamon O'Donoghue with it now. Into the centre, where it comes to Liam Higgins. Liam Higgins on the 50-yard line, being chased by Vincent Foley. Liam Higgins out to Eamon O'Donoghue on the left. Eamon selling a dummy to Ollie Shanley. Eamon sending a dropping ball in towards the goal mouth over the heads of backs, but not all the forwards. Brendan Lynch has got it. Brendan has it, taps it back now to Mick Gleeson. Mick Gleeson on the 21 across into the centre to Pat Griffin. Pat Griffin right in front of the goal. A high one, and it is over the bar for a point. Oh, what a dizzle-dazzle of passing that was, before eventually Pat Griffin sends it over to make it 15-11 in favour of Kerry, and the stopwatch says 17 of the 40 minutes gone. Bertie Cunningham's kick out comes down to Terry Kearns, 70 yards from his own goal. Terry grabbing it, but his kick blocked by Eamon O'Donoghue. Liam Higgins getting the ball for Kerry to Eamon O'Donoghue, up towards Mick O'Connell, but he can't quite get to it. The ball comes down. Mick O'Dwyer's got it. And Mick O'Dwyer, who's the most effective man on the Kerry team, getting the ball high, dropping in towards the goal. Now John McCormick comes down to it. Number 13, Mick on the spot, tapping the ball home to make the score now. 1 goal and 15 points for Kerry, 11 points for Meath. 18 minutes of the second half gone. Out comes the kick out, and it is Mick O'Dwyer with the ball. Mick O'Dwyer 50 yards out from the Meath goal, coming across into the centre. Another dropping one in towards the goal. Bertie Cunningham is back there to field it. And Bertie getting his way past Mick Gleeson. And the referee awarding a free to Meath where the ball landed for a foul by Mick Gleeson on Bertie Cunningham just after he had kicked the ball. A free to Meath where the ball landed 70 yards from their own goal. The score, 1 goal and 15 points for Kerry, 11 points for Meath, 18 points to 11. 19 of the 40 minutes gone. Vincent Foley's kick comes up to Matt Kerrigan. Matt Kerrigan blocks it down. Mick O'Connell is in there. Terry Kearns is there. Kerry gets his boot to it. High up the field. Joe Murphy back now to Mickey Fay. Mickey Fay has the ball knocked out of his hand. Seamus Murphy is there. Seamus Murphy's kick is bumped down by Ken Rennick. Ken Rennick on the 21. A shot to tie it over the bar. This Meath team is not beaten yet. Ken Rennick's breaking away with that one and sending it over to make the score now after almost 20 minutes of play. 1:15 to 12 points, Kerry leading. From the kick out, it's Eamon O'Donoghue with the ball. Ollie Shanley after him. Ollie Shanley blocks down the ball, keeps it in play. Vincent Foley is there. Vincent Foley, left-footed attacking kick way upfield. Paul O'Donoghue knocks it down, gets back for it. Forward out to this side of the field, running up for it now is Brendan Lynch. Running after him is Pat Reynolds. Pat Reynolds not as much in the game as he was in the early stages. Brendan Lynch always in the game now as he sends it up to Mick Gleeson. Mick Gleeson with the ball on the halfway line. 70 yards out, 60, and he's still going strongly. In now to Liam Higgins. Liam Higgins just outside the 21-yard line. Steadies himself, sends it high and sends it over the bar for another Kerry point. And 20 minutes gone in this second half, and the score is 1 goal and 16 points for Kerry, 12 points for Meath. And they are, yes, the ball has just been delivered back from the crowd behind the goal. And Sean McCormack placing it now for the kick out. Mick O'Dwyer, left half forward. Oh, a very bad kick out that time by Bertie Cunningham. Comes to Mick Gleeson. Mick is pushed in the back, and up he gets. Up he gets. Up he gets. No dramatics. He was pushed, and that was it. Mick O'Dwyer, left half forward. Eamon O'Donoghue come on the left, and Mick O'Connell, a lovely point. A lovely point from about 40 yards out. That makes the score now 1 goal and 17 points for Kerry, 12 points for Meath. 20 points to 12. Kick out by Bertie Cunningham. Far side of the field, Mick O'Dwyer out there, opening up the play again to Mick O'Connell. Mick O'Connell right-footed from way outfield. Jack Quinn going up for it. So G.J. Crowley. Jack Quinn back to Bertie Cunningham. Bertie Cunningham now with the ball. Has it knocked away from him, and Pat Griffin likewise. Now it's Ollie Shanley with the ball. Ollie Shanley, the battle of the Gordie is Ollie beats Pat Griffin. The ball goes up now to Tom Prendergast, and Tom Prendergast, this great little bit of stuff. Oh, he must have heard what I said as he slipped and miskicked that ball. Goes up now to the far side of the field where Matt Kerrigan has come back to forage for Meath, and Matt soloing up the field now, out along the left wing, feeding Mick Fay. Mick Fay with it now, 30 yards out on the left wing here. Seamus Murphy after him, still Mick Fay. Mick Fay trying to get inside, trying to sell dummies all around the place, has effected a sale, takes his shot, and, well, the umpire signals that it's a point. Mick Fay looks kind of happy. I know from where I am that ball went wide, but Mick Fay looked a very happy man indeed. He doesn't believe it, but the scoreboard is 20 points to 13, 117 to 13 points. What an argument it'll be if Meath win by a point. But right now it's Kerry attacking again as Brendan Lee sends it up to Mick O'Connell. Mick going for the ball. Here in unders with Bertie Cunningham. Bertie in possession. Being bottled up, but getting his kick across to the far side of the field. Out there is Tony Brennan. Tony Brennan with it now, 70 yards out, trying to work his way upfield. He does, right through the centre. Paul O'Donoghue chests the ball down and sends it way up the far side, where Mick O'Dwyer misjudges this time. Ollie Shanley judges perfectly, and Ollie on the halfway line, all alone now. 60 yards out from the Kerry goal, 50 yards out from the Kerry goal, across to Matt Kerrigan. Matt Kerrigan pretends to go right, goes left, now goes right. He's on the 14-yard line. He's getting ready to take a shot, but he is brought down, but definitely brought down as he was going through. And there is a free for the Meath men on the 14-yard line, dead straight in front of the goal. The score, with almost 24 minutes gone, is 1 goal and 17 points for Kerry, 13 points for Meath. McVeigh with the kick. Quincy taps over the bar for a point to make it 117 to 14. McVeigh the scorer, and there's no doubt whatever about that. He's not smiling quite as happily or as relieved as he was with the last kick that he got, because in his book I think he got a point that went a little bit wide. That one there just now didn't, and Johnny Cullity placing the ball for the kick out to be taken by Paul O'Donoghue. Paul's kick comes into the centre of the field. Ken Rennick, who's come out, he's got it, and Meath attacking again. Meath still going up the field, Ken Rennick still going on, and the referee blows up as he's held in transit. Whether he's going to award the free where the ball was placed by the ingoing Meath man or not, I'm not too sure. He's not. He's bringing it back to where the foul happened, and it is McVeigh to take it. About 30 yards out from the Kerry goal. And Mick sends it high, and Mick sends it wide. And now I suppose that's about level for what happened before. 20 points to 14. The score, 117 to 14 points. And Mick Fay has scored no less than 9 of those 14 points for Meath.
Please collect at the entrance tunnel under the Hogan stand.
Paul O'Donoghue with the kick out. Here's Ken Rennick with it again, doing great foraging since he came outfield. 40 yards out, a dropping ball in down to Joe Murphy, and Paul O'Donoghue together. Joe with the ball. Joe on the 21, on the 14, and Seamus Fitzgerald is inside him, and thou shalt not pass. And here is another free as Seamus brought down the Meath man dead straight in front of the goal. Remember that there are just 26 minutes gone as Mick Fay sends this one over the bar to reduce the lead again. 1 goal and 17 points to 15 points, and that makes it 20 points for Kerry and Meath, cutting down the score. They are now just 5 points behind, 20 points to 15. The Meath followers beginning to sense that they're not all that far behind, and they've come from further behind before, beginning to get behind them. About 14 minutes left in the game. Kerry attacking again. Eamon O'Donoghue way up the field. Liam Higgins has gone back, goes forward, can't reach as high as Jack Quinn, who's certainly having a fine game at full-back for Meath, and he puts Meath attacking again. It's fisted in by Tony Brennan across to this side of the field. Tom Prendergast under the ball, sending it upfield, nicely fielded by Bertie Cunningham. Bertie sallying forth, but Bertie's clearance going very near the sideline, going over the sideline. A little bit of desperation in that clearance, I think. Line ball for Kerry, just inside their own 50-yard line. Bertie Cunningham going for this one, tapped it down, it goes down to the waiting Mick O'Connell. Mick O'Connell up to the in-running Brendan Lynch. Brendan Lynch expecting it, going up for it and getting to it. Pat Reynolds after him. Still Brendan Lynch with the ball, still Pat Reynolds after him, still Brendan Lynch with the ball. Tipping it in now to Liam Higgins, making an angle for himself as he comes out, a curling ball, but it's really got a permanent wave on it as it goes out to the far side. Mick O'Dwyer getting out there, and out there too, taking his shot is John O'Keefe, who has moved up into the attack at this stage, but his shot goes wide. The score, 117 to 15, Kerry leading. Almost 28 of the 40 minutes gone. Bertie Cunningham's kick out to this side of the field. Mick O'Connell getting it. Mick very much more in the game than he was in the early stages, placing passes delightfully most of the time. This wasn't one of them. It was intended for Brendan Lynch. It went to Bertie Cunningham. Bertie Cunningham across into the centre. Meath trying to get up attacking again, but Mick Gleeson has come back into the defence, going up now into attack again, but his attack broken up by Ali Shanley to Tony Brennan. Tony Brennan 70 yards from his own goal, pitching the ball up to Terry Kearns. Seamus Fitzgerald going high for the ball, measuring the jump well, getting his hand to it, but the ball knocked away, and it's Joe Murphy for Meath with it now. Meath going up along the far wing, he's held, and Seamus Fitzgerald holding on to him, and there's a free in for Meath. What had happened? I wonder if Meath got a goal at this stage. Tony Brennan with the kick. Tony Brennan's kick is high, it's good, it's over the bar for a point, and it's 117 to 16 points, now only 4 points between them. 29 minutes gone in the second half. And the crowd sensing, you can hear the murmur, the crowd sensing that this game is far from over yet. Who's going to last the 40 minutes? Mick White with the ball now. 70 yards out from the Meath goal, way up the field. Seamus Fitzgerald, 50 from his own, with the ball for Kerry. And sending a high one way up the field. Out comes Jack Quinn, fisting it out to the far side, but it's an expensive fist because it goes out over the sideline. A line ball for Kerry on the 50-yard line, and it will be taken by Mick O'Connell. Mick into the centre, where John O'Keefe has come up for it. John O'Keefe from outside the 50-yard line sends a dropping ball in. Jack Quinn measuring it, and he's down here. The ball went off somebody's fist. It was, I think, the forwards. Not only do I think it, but the umpire thinks it, despite the appeals of the forwards that it should be a 70 or a 50. It was, in fact, a wide. From the kick out, it's Mick Mellett with the ball now. Meath coming up into attack again. Mick Mellett up along the right wing. Mike Shea going back for Kerry, getting it inside his own 50. Clearing up now to the 60-yard mark. And Eamon O'Donoghue with the ball now. Eamon O'Donoghue in through the centre. Mick O'Dwyer. Mick O'Dwyer robbed this time by Jack Quinn. Jack Quinn going out to the far wing with the ball. And Jack has got it now. But no, back covering up and helping him is Vincent Lyons. Vincent Lyons to Ollie Shanley. Ollie Shanley, 40 yards from his own goal. Out to this side of the field. And about 30 minutes gone in this second half as Ken Rennick tries to get up the field. Tom Prendergast blocks his way. Still stalemate out there in the centre of the field, and it's Ken Rennick with the ball in his hand now. Twisting it out to the wing to Mick Mallet. Mallet going through. Kenny Kearns is inside. He's got the ball. He's in the parallelogram, and it could easily be a penalty. It could easily be a penalty. Terry Kearns in possession there. If it is a penalty, it is the 10th in the championship, but it's not a penalty, apparently. Apparently, he was fouled in transit before he got in, and the umpires have to signal that it is not a penalty. The free is taken by Tony Brennan, and Tony sends it over to make the score now. Kerry 117, Meath 17. 3 points between them, 31 minutes gone in the second half. Just to show how Meath are going, they've got the last 5 scores in a row, 5 points. And now trying to break it up, it's John O'Keefe. John O'Keefe to Eamon O'Donoghue. Eamon O'Donoghue being chased by Pat Reynolds. High ball by O'Donoghue in towards the goal. The ball comes back out, and it's Ollie Shanley who's having a fine game for Meath. Ollie coming out with the ball, soloing upfield. Now sending it into the centre where Mick O'Connell's in possession. Matt Kerrigan is after him. Mick 70 yards out to the Meath goal. A high ball is stopping in about 25 yards out. And it breaks down to Mick O'Dwyer. Mick O'Dwyer is shot, and it is quickly upright. Come back into play. Liam Higgins doesn't expect it. And eventually it's Jack Quinn racing out to get it. And Jack Cummings soloing up the field. The solo is now a duet as Liam Higgins joins him. But the kick into the centre of the field is delightfully fielded by Mick O'Connell to Eamon O'Donoghue. Eamon O'Donoghue, a high ball in towards the goal mouth, and hands grab for it, and the hand that eventually gets it. It's John McCormick scrambling for the ball, getting it inside the parallelogram, getting it up into his hand, and clearing it out. Remember, just 3 points between these teams now. Coming out with the ball, thundering his way through is Vincent Lynch. Up now to Terry Kearns. Terry Kearns, way up the far side of the field. He's gone 10, 15, he's gone 20 yards, he's gone 30 yards. But he's held by Mike O'Shea, and there is a free, quickly taken by Mick Mallet. Mick Mallet's quick free goes up to Tony Brennan, back to Mick Mallet. Mick Mallet coming inside now, across into the centre, right in front of the goal. Mallet takes his shot, and he has sent it wide. On the 14-yard line, dead straight in front of the goal. Nobody near him, and the ball gone wide. Oh dear, 117 to 17 points, 3 points between them. 7 minutes or so left in this game. And this can be a hectic 7 minutes. John O'Keefe putting Kerry into the attack. Ball tapped down. Mick O'Connell racing in to grab the ball. A short pass out to DJ Crowley, who's moved outfield again. DJ with 3 Meath men around him. Tapping it back to the waiting Mick O'Connell. Mick O'Connell out to the waiting Eamon O'Donoghue. Feeding these players all round the place. And Eamon a high dropping, lobbing ball right into the goal mouth. John McCormick gets his fist to it. It comes out this side of the field to Vincent Lynch. Vincent Lynch up this side of the field, where Mick O'Connell's got it. And Mick now 40 yards out. Now 30. He takes his shot, and he has sent it over the bar. Mick O'Connell, who has really come into the game in the second half with the elegance of a great footballer. He wasn't great in the first half, but he's elegant in the second. And a short kick out that goes to Brendan Lynch. Brendan's kick isn't so good, to say the least of it, but it screws out to Mick O'Dwyer on the far side of the field. It's gone out on the far side. The umpire can't make up his mind what he's going to do, and he signals it's wide. The powers of persuasion. Kick out by Bertie Cunningham, comes to Ollie Shanley. 21 points to 17. That's it in points, 4 points between them. Kerry leading. Seamus Fitzgerald way upfield, gone back with Vincent Lynch. Vincent Lynch high up along the far side of the field. There's going to be a switch in the Meath team. We'll tell you about it in a moment. But right now it's Kerry Kearns gymnastically keeping the ball in play. About 5 minutes left in the game as Kerry sends a high ball down towards the goal. McVeigh racing on for it. Back there is Ken Reddick. Ken Reddick's with the ball now, steadying himself. He takes his shot and it's over the bar for a point. A point now, and it is only 3 points between them. Peter Moore is in the game and Mick Mallet has gone off. Peter Moore has come on as a sub. Mick Mallet has gone off. The score, and we make it less than 5 minutes left in the play, and the score is 118-18. Kerry leading by 3 points. High ball to the centre of the field, fielded well by John O'Keefe, picked in Joe Crowley. DJ going through with it now. A typical DJ run. He's on the 14-yard line. He takes his shot and that's it. A great goal by King Joe Crowley. All the way up the field, from way out in the centre of the field, racing his way right through and crashing the ball to the net. And that is about that, I would say. But out comes the ball into the centre of the field, 218-18 points the score. Kerry leading by 2 goals, and what time is there left? Less than 3 minutes. From the kick out, the ball comes out, and there is a free for Kerry just inside the Meath 70-yard line. Mick O'Connell takes the kick up towards the far corner. Ball very near the corner flag. It's gone out over the line. Line ball as Mick O'Dwyer can't keep it in play. A line ball to Meath, an intended pass that's intercepted by Eamon O'Donoghue. Out to Liam Higgins. Liam Higgins, a high one, a screwy one, and it's wide. But I suppose if you lead by 2 goals with 2 minutes left in an All-Ireland final, you don't be too glum on a thing like that. Kerry Kearns has gone off the Meath team amazingly on the far side of the field. I see him walking off, and he is being replaced by Billy Bly. Billy Bly is on for Meath, but time is ticking away. 218-18. What a goal by DJ Crowley. When this game, even though Kerry were leading by a goal, this game to that kick was wide open. Eamon O'Donoghue to DJ Crowley again. DJ going on. Pat Reynolds is after him. DJ takes the shot. But DJ has sent it wide. Well, I don't know about the governor and DJ, but DJ is the governor out there right now after that goal by DJ for Kerry. What a wonderful thing it was. Starting a solo run way out from the centre of the field and getting the ball right through. And it is Bertie Cunningham with the ball out to the centre of the field. Nick Neeson, who has moved out field way back in the second half, sends Kerry attacking again. Liam Higgins with it now. Tips it back where Brendan Lynch gets it. Brendan now dollying his way through. A left-footed drive that's over the bar, and another point for Kerry to make the score now 2 goals and 19 to Meath's 18 points. Brendan Lynch, the scorer of that one. Well, this game certainly has wound up in a welter of excitement that faded a little bit from a competitive point of view with that goal by DJ Crowley. And it's Peter Moore for Meath with the ball now, right up the centre. Ollie Shanley gone in full forward. Ollie fishing the ball further upfield, but back for it is Tom Prendergast. Tom, what can one say about this little ball of fire? What a great-hearted player he is. Out the far side of the field, the ball very near the sideline. About a minute left in this game. Ball out. The linesman's ball, far side of the field. The linesman throws it in, and Peter Moore receives it from the throw-in. Peter along the ground, up along the wing to Tony Brennan. Tony Brennan still holding on to it, getting it back now to Billy Bly. Billy, a long ball upfield, but who's waiting for it? For one, Mick O'Connell. Mick 50 yards out from his own goal. A high ball out to the far side of the field. Yet ball coming across this side now. Eamon O'Donoghue half getting to it. Now it's Pat Reynolds. Pat still full of go as he goes up the field. He's fouled in transit, and there is a free, and Mick O'Connell puts his foot in there as Pat Reynolds is going to take the free, and the referee has moved the ball another 10 yards. Free taken, and it is Kerry coming back again, and it's DJ Crowley. DJ Crowley tackled this time by Pat Reynolds. DJ Crowley still going on, passing the ball out to Brendan Lynch. Brendan Lynch with it now, dallying around, dallying, and still going through it. The ball takes a left foot, it just missed it or hit the crossbar, I wouldn't be sure which, and Mick O'Dwyer takes a shot across the goal. It's hit Sean McCormick on the hand, and the game is virtually over. 50 for Kerry, but Kerry leading by these 2 goals and 1 point. 2-19, 18 points in favour of Kerry, set now for their 22nd All-Ireland title. 40 minutes up on our stopwatch. Mick O'Connell perhaps to put the full stop on the crown, on the All-Ireland crown, the final jewel. Here it comes. To Liam Higgins, the jewel wasn't crowned, the crown wasn't jeweled, but Kerry are All-Ireland champions as Liam Higgins brings down that ball and the referee blows his final whistle. And Kerry with the score 2 goals and 19 points to Meath's 18 points, the worthy All-Ireland champions. And may I very quickly say thanks to Meath and thanks to Kerry for the game they served up today. So Kerry have won their 22nd All-Ireland title, and now the president of the Gaelic Athletic Association, Pat Fanning.
Cadas Féidir Lumsa Aranish, nach Will Rati Hanna, Ignaforna, Agasidi Gimmert on Clay Canish Shaw. Vishem Hurimsha, an Glay Canish is far Agasis, Sport Tool of the Egging, La Fadan Law. Tan Shans Jalonish. Van Boer, agus an Corn, agus Crevna here, ne Kerry Rish. Ach, Fokkel Bjog Molte, the Punt Enemy. The Hassadar on Fall, Creole Calma. The Hepper Enu, Ach Begla Elon, agus Began La Shenaka. Tres Liam Lemmy, agus Le Kerry, Eran Sleedim Reader on Cleheno. Agus Anish, Brunham on Cornshaw, Erdoni O'Sullivan, Captain Kunta.
There it is, the moment of pride for any footballer holding the Sam Maguire Cup high, the man, Donny Sullivan, who has captained this Kerry team. And here's Donny.
It's more and more on Cornshaw, Glocker, Son Fen Kerry, Denim Cogorgos, Le Fernami, the Var on Clay Brass, Sport Tool, at them leader. Denise, 3 Gora Bolter, you go Fernami, hip hip, hip hip, hip hip, Glamorgan.
Well, a card there, the score none, sir. On Clare a manure, Kerry Garcool, agus Cuicolini and Gallop Cool, agus Upcolini. The Priest Clare, Kerry Garcool, agus Necolin Diag, Gundanami, Upcolini Diag. Agus O'Parto Crockig, Chechomi, Hollow Hair of Law, Slanoviv Galer.